So here's a quick video on how I put my 2006 Duramax onto my 4-post lift in my suburban garage here in Calgary. Obviously the challenge with the Duramax is it's generally really wide and really long. I have a short box, but with the quad cab it's still too long to fit on the lift. So this lift here is a Lift King Pro King 8. Company here in Calgary sells them. But it's really, the most it's going to fit is a full-size SUV like a Suburban or my old Avalanche. It doesn't fit the Duramax, so I came up with a way of making it fit that I'm just going to show you here. So first things first, you're going to have to tuck the mirrors in, and even then, as you can tell, it's right on the edge. Now there are different lifts available that can be wider and longer from a number of different brands, which I'll talk about here in the next video clip. So when you're acquiring a 4-post lift, they generally come in a couple different configurations. So the one I got here is called the Pro King 8. Now this one, as you can see, it's a runway length of 170 inches and the height 74 inches, so the bottom of it, generally a 6-foot person will hit their head. So in a standard suburban garage, this is kind of what you're looking at getting. Now they have a bigger version, which is the XXL, so still 8,000 pounds, but it's going to be longer and it's going to be taller. And so that's, obviously you can fit something like a full-size, this is an H2 I guess, but you could probably fit a full-size Duramax on here as well. But you can't get one that's just longer or one that's just taller. They generally tend to grow out when they grow in length. Now, you look at something like a bend pack here. A little different. Now, number one, they're 7,000 pounds, so you might want to think twice about lifting a Duramax on that. But as you can see, they have a few more options for heights and widths and things that I didn't have the option with the Lift King. So if you're kind of like me and you're stuck with the little one with the shorter length and not as long, then perhaps this solution would be something that you could consider. So given that I don't have the option of fitting a longer or wider lift in my garage, what I do is I actually remove the stops on the back. So there are a couple metal plates that go on the back, right about there. And I just remove them and I back the truck right across them onto a couple 6x6 boards. So these have to be positioned just right for when you back the truck in. Next, I put jack stands on the lift and under the front of the rear leaf springs. So I put one on each side. You can see those nice lift lights there, that's just LED strips. And then I can lift the vehicle from here. One important thing to remember in all this is you chalk your wheels. Make sure your lift is level in your garage, and then chalk the wheels, and it also helps if you can put it into 4-wheel drive. You may have to make sure the rear wheels do not impact the lift. If they do, you're going to get pressure in the rearward direction. It's going to want to pull the truck off the lift as you're lifting it, which would be extremely dangerous. Whereas here, as you can tell, the wheels are freely suspended, the rear axle is hanging down, and the truck is very stable. I've done a whole lot of work with the truck in this configuration, banging on it, jumping on it, and it's always been stable. Make sure you engage your lift locks. One other thing I do is I got one of these tall tripod style jack stands. So when I do get the truck up into its maximum height, which is about 3.5 feet off the ground for my garage with a 10-foot ceiling, this will basically secure it in case anything does happen on the rear end. I put it under the rear hitch, and then the truck is really secure. So that's what I do to lift my overly large Chevrolet Duramax in a too small suburban garage.